Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grommet Live. I am so happy to be here. I think I like doing Thursday nights, but I feel like it's a long time in between. But I think it's so fun because Thursdays, as many of you already know, Thursday is launch day on Grommet. And so the products that I get to feature tonight and the products that we feature on these launch shows are ones that actually went live today, Thursday, on Grommet. And it's very, very exciting for our makers because they are vying to be the product of the week winner. So they're going up against, gosh, I don't know what the number is these days, but it's somewhere between 15 and 20 new products on Grommet, all very innovative, all very cool. I get so excited when the emails come that introduce us to all these new launch products. They're always just so cool, and I love doing the upvoting. And I hope you guys do too, because that's part of what makes shopping on Grommet so fun and so different than anywhere else. And so you only get that on Grommet. And now we take it to a whole nother level with Grommet Live because you get to see live product reviews of many of these items, which is what I am going to do tonight. I'm going to introduce you to 6 of the many launch items that are going or that went live this morning. And in addition to that, we have a little bit of a special treat, and that is that we get to have a product of the week winner on as my live guest at the end of the show. So I'm not going to tell you who it is. I love to keep you guys in suspense, but it is somebody who won product of the week not too long ago, a few weeks ago. And I'm a huge, huge fan of this product. I upvoted it. I use it. And I'll tell you more about that when I introduce you to the guest and to the product. So that's still to come. I want to welcome everybody wherever you guys are tuning in from. We're on all kinds of different platforms tonight, everywhere from Instagram to Facebook to YouTube. I think even LinkedIn tonight, also on X or Twitter, whatever your poison is in terms of the name of that. We are there. And it's always so fun to be everywhere. I will tell you, I am lucky enough to see the chat everywhere across all of those platforms. But you guys are seeing the chat wherever you are. So if you are on YouTube, you're seeing the chat on YouTube and on the page that you're on, because sometimes we're on different pages across the different platforms. So that doesn't matter, but I will tell you that the busiest place in terms of the chat tends to be over on Facebook, on Grommet's Facebook page. So if you want to go where all the action is, that's where I would be watching it from. That is my recommendation. And since we are talking about the chat, I'm just going to go over a tiny bit of housekeeping here to tell you that the chat, for those of you who don't already know, is really, really important to this show. It's very important to the makers. It's very important to Grommet. And the reason is because the makers get seen by more and more people based on how active that chat is. Because across all the different platforms, the way those algorithms work is they're paying attention to those live shows where there's a lot of activity in the chat. And if that's what's happening, they think, gosh, there's something exciting going on over there. Let's put it out in front of more and more people. And that's how you go from this many viewers to this many viewers very, very quickly. So I know for all 7 of our makers who are on tonight, that is really important. So please do not be shy in the chat. I'm already seeing so many of them and the chat's starting to light up. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to my makers. I see Jack. I see Teddy. Let's see. Nada Bob is in the house. Oh my gosh. I love Nada Bob. Cannot wait to tell you guys about Nada Bob for those who don't already know about it. Very, very clever. So lots of fun, very innovative. I think you guys are going to agree with me. Tonight, there's a lot of innovation going on, things that kind of blew my mind. And I loved learning about them. Just very, very cool and very kind of all over the board. Lots of different categories that we're covering with these 7 products tonight. So lots of variation. That always makes it a little bit more fun. And what else makes it really, really fun that everybody loves so much is the giveaway. You guessed it, the giveaway. And not just one giveaway, 2 giveaways. We do that every time we do a Grommet Live show. We do 2 giveaways. Tonight is no different. We are going to do one about halfway through the show. So I would say 3 products in. I'm going to announce live the winner of one of these awesome products that I'm presenting to you guys tonight. But if you don't win at the halfway point, don't give up. There's still another chance. At the very end of the show, I will be announcing yet another winner. Sometimes I like to do a trivia at the end. And when I say trivia, I mean I'll ask a question at the end of the show that somehow pertains to something we talked about during the show. And whoever is the first to get the correct answer would win the giveaway. So, in case I do that, you might want to be paying attention because giveaways have been very, very hot lately. And the other thing that I like to do with the giveaways is because of you guys are all here live, I love that. So I'm going to give you guys a second chance to win. So you get to double your chances by putting inside the chat. Let's do one word tonight. Let's keep it really simple. Let's do giveaway. So if you put the word giveaway in the chat, you have just doubled your chances. Jen, our producer, is keeping watch, and she will give you a second entry into tonight's giveaway. So definitely take advantage of that because I would have to say probably, gosh, the past at least month, I think almost every giveaway winner has been in the live. And I think that's because of the doubling of chances, but we shall see. Teddy is giving us, oh, I love that, a coupon saying use ship free if you want free shipping at checkout on Teddy. And you don't know what Teddy's is yet, but I'm going to tell you very shortly. His product, which is so cool, is coming up very soon here. So stay tuned for that. And I'm sure he'll put that in again when I'm talking about the product. We're getting tons of people chiming in, doubling their chances. Sarah Fox just did. Sherry's on. Hi, Sherry. And Jack just did. And let's see, Rachel did. Boop, 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 boop. Good job, you guys. Love it. Love to see it. Okay. I think we are going to go ahead and dive in. I am hoping, I don't think I've seen him yet. So Jen, have you seen this maker yet inside the chat? Because if they're not here yet, I might move things around. She has not seen this maker. I'm going to say his name in case you're watching but not telling us you're here. If you are a maker and you are on, but you have not chimed in the chat, please chime in the chat so we know you're here. Because I don't like to do a product, talk about your product if you're not here. So I'm going to move things around a bit, Jen. I hope that is okay. And just because he might be getting on late. So let's do that. Okay. So this, I just mentioned him a second ago, so I'm not going to keep you guys in suspense too long. But this first product, I was so excited to have on. And it was a last minuter. And we didn't know if we were going to get the samples in time to be able to air. But I love adding something that is just a little fun and festive and, you know, a little gamification into our live shopping show is always a good thing. And I love the idea of this product. I will tell you, the name of the product is called, I just, the name, you had me with the name. Let's see, wait, they know your social guest. Oh, okay. Thought that was a note for me. That's for somebody else. But you had me at the name. The name of this product is called Gamblin' Golf. I do love to gamble. I'm not going to lie. I grew up in a household where there was a lot of poker going on. A lot of poker, a lot of blackjack. So I do love to gamble. I love my bingo. I love trivia nights at the bar down the street. That's just how I roll. I'm a big board game girl, all of that. I will tell you that I don't golf other than miniature golf. But I love everything about golf. I should golf. I don't know why I don't, because I love it. I love the clothes. I love just all the etiquette about it. I love that kind of element of gambling that's there. And that seems to go on all the time, right? I mean, I always hear about the skins. Am I saying that right? Skins? Shoot, I'm blanking on that. I know it has to do with skins, something like that. I know that there's all kinds of like side betting that goes on when people are golfing. And I used to work at a big golf tournament that was so fun called the Phoenix Open. It's now called Waste Management. I used to do that when I was in college at Arizona State University. Go Devils. Marcy, you don't have enough free time to golf. Very good point. That's probably why I don't golf. Nobody will let me. Skins, I was right. Thank you, Teddy. So that was Teddy. Now, the creators of this product, Gamblin' Golf, are Teddy, who is in the chat definitely, and also Noah. And I love when two buddies get together and have a vision for a brand and a product, and they make it happen. And because I just think it's so fun to do with somebody else. I'm more of a solopreneur myself, but any chance I get to double up with somebody, I do it. And I love that. Let's see, you and your friends call out a bet and whoever loses the bet. Okay, yeah, you're going to see this in just a second. Okay, so Teddy is a seasoned entrepreneur, and they both love to golf. And Noah is basically a master at scaling businesses and on Amazon. So putting those two things together, that innovation with that knowledge of scaling a business and then their love for golf, they just wanted to put a spin and add a little gambling to the game of golf. So what they came up with is Gambling Golf, and Gambling Golf comes with 12 custom golf balls that I'm going to show you in just a second. It also comes with scorecards because you're going to need that. It comes with 3 of them actually. And I'm going to show you a quick video. I usually don't show a video with sound. I kind of talk over it, but this is such a great video and it's so fun and it just puts you in the mindset of Gambling Golf just so perfectly that it's I love just kind of how cheeky and how they have so much fun with their branding.
While you're about to watch me
so
spank baby on this golf ball, let me give a quick explanation. This is a gambling golf ball. There's a $1 sign and a $2 sign. You make quick bets with your friends. Loser pays whatever's faced up on the ball. Like long drive.
The rules are simple. You and your friends place a bet. Whoever loses the bet pays whatever side of the ball lands up.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please refrain from purchasing this game. It is highly addictive and enjoyable, but enjoyment has never aided addiction. Gambling Golf. Stroke till you're broke.
How good was that? I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Especially the part about if you have a gambling addiction. Very clever. So great idea. So what it comes with is 12 of these balls. And as you can see right here, there's a $1 and on the back there is a $2. Now you can play, as they talk about, you can play any kind of fun little side game. It could be closest to the pin. It could be the longest drive. It could be a putting showdown, whatever you decide. But when you hit your ball, whatever comes up is what you're going to have to pay. So it could be the $1, it could be the $2, or it could be this yellow line. And if the yellow line comes up, I believe it is $2. Is that right? I might have that one wrong. Loser. Okay. God, I wrote it down. Is that right? $2 on the yellow line. But what I love is winner takes all. So depending on how many people you're playing with, everybody is paying what's on their ball and the winner takes all. So it really takes every single stroke to the next level. And it makes every single stroke like you're playing for a championship. He's saying whatever you want on the yellow line. Someone said that they made that too, but maybe you make it 20. Maybe you make it something huge. Who knows? Maybe you turn it into a drinking game and they have to do a shot when that happens. Yellow line is for the fun bets with the friends. So really, really clever. And then, as I mentioned, it does come with these 3 scorecards here. So you've got the players and then you've got the strokes here. So you're keeping track of who owes what. And at the end, when you're on the 19th hole, you basically tally it up and see who wins and just how much they win. And I guess that yellow line can actually really come into play and take that up several notches, which makes it that much more fun. So Teddy and Noah, I love this. I love it because if I was a golfer, I would have a blast playing it, first of all. But me being not a golfer, but I have so many friends that golf, guys and girls, I cannot think of a more fun birthday gift to give, any kind of gift. But what a great fun gift to give to a golfer. And you guys have done so good with, I mean, the packaging, the branding, your logo, just how much fun you have with it. So it's, you know, so giftable just as it is with a bow around it. Give it just like this. And I just think it would take any party to the next level because probably this is fairly new. When did you guys launch? Let me know when you guys launched. I'm curious. But if people don't know about it and they're a golfer, I can think of so many people that I want to gift this to. So I love that. And then thinking of things like bachelor parties or just, you know, guys' weekends and tournaments and all of that, just to bring this along and just make it that much more fun. And business golf outings and things. 9 out of 10 dads say it's so dumb that it's brilliant. Love it. That needs to be your guys' next tagline. 8 months ago, they launched. So guys, you're doing amazing. I loved looking at your Instagram. I love you guys are just having so much fun with it. And no doubt, if it hasn't already caught on in a ginormous way. I mean, to me, I think golfers in general are always looking for something new and different and just kind of a fun element to bring onto the course. And I love, like, there was Grommet has a golf glove called Blurred that just kind of, takes the stuffy etiquette and, the attire and makes it a little bit more fun and kind of gives you a chance to make a statement. So I love that. And I think this game, Gambling Golf, definitely achieves that in a huge way. And again, so giftable. So looking at the price point. So typically for this whole kit, and it's so well done, it's going to be hard, I think, to see through the camera, but it's just really a nice box. And you're getting the different sleeves of these. You're getting 4 sleeves of these. You're getting the golf cards. All of that typically is about $38, but with that Grommet discount, you guys are getting it for $30. So think ahead. Think about all of those golfers in your life that you were, that you're always stumped on what to get them for a gift. Get these ahead and just have them, whether it's for Father's Day or maybe it's a graduation gift or a birthday gift for someone that loves to golf. If you use that Grommet discount, you can buy several of them and get that 20% off on all of them. So think ahead with that from a gifting standpoint. But if you are just someone who loves to golf, then get one for yourself because you're going to have a blast. And Teddy is reminding us again, they are doing free shipping tonight. All you have to do is use the coupon SHIP FREE. SHIP FREE, and you are getting free shipping, and that is from the guys at Gambling Golf. So I love that. Thank you for throwing that extra in on. So that's on top of your 20% off. So you can't miss, guys. And I want to remind you what the way to purchase and the way just to vote. If you just think something is cool and clever, even if you don't want to buy it, you can give them a vote using that QR code. In fact, I would love for you to think of that QR code as a vote, but it's a vote that gives back because you're voting saying, we love this. Grommet is seeing that you love it. So they're thinking, oh, that product is, has a lot of potential. We're going to put it in front of some more people. So that's a great thing. And if you choose to use it tonight, you can, and you'll get that 20% off, but you can also just put it in your Grommet file and use it a year from now if you want, and you will still get that 20% off. So it is just a win-win across the board. So I definitely encourage everybody to take advantage of that. And I know, again, it does mean a lot to our makers. So Teddy, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for inventing this fun game. Actually, as I'm doing this presentation, in my mind I'm thinking of ways I can do this without playing golf. And so I have an idea I live in Southern California near the beach. And so I can definitely see kind of rigging my own little game down at the beach, digging my own little golf holes. What do you think of that? Anyway, okay. Thank you again. Fantastic product. So much fun. I love it. And I can't wait to see. I mean, you guys are 8 months in. I cannot wait to see what happens with this. Well done. Okay, we are going to move on. And Jen, I know you will tell me when that first maker is here. And if they're not, we'll just move them up eventually. So just checking the chat one more time. Okay. All right. We are going to move on to something that is a little techie. Not a little techie, a lot techie. So smart, so clever. I don't know how long this has been around, but I wish I had this years ago. And I just came to my house yesterday, I think. So I haven't had a chance to use it myself. I can't wait. The concept of it is phenomenal. Basically, if you are someone that works out at all, that is an outdoors person, that exercises, whether it is riding a bike, whether it is golfing even, whether it is swimming. This could be an underwater thing. I am someone who loves to paddleboard. And so this right away, I thought about paddleboarding, and you'll know what I mean in just a second. But even if you're just going to the gym, you know what I'm talking about with the problem that these makers were attempting to solve. Not attempting, that they definitely did solve. And the maker is Paul Blair, and Paul Blair partnered up with Kumar, Kumar's on the tech side. Paul was on the this is a problem for me side. He is an outdoors person. He is someone who skis a lot. And if you are a skier, you know his pain. I am a skier. And when you're on that chairlift, let's say, we've got our headphones in. It always makes it a little bit more fun when we can listen to music, right? But if a call's coming in and you need to take the call, or maybe you want to turn the volume up on your music, or maybe you want to change the song. Every time you want to do that, if you're skiing, you've got those gloves on, you've got to take the gloves off, and you've got to get into your device to make that change and then put everything back on. And you got to do all that before you hit the top of the chair. or the top of the chair lift. So you know what I'm talking about. But it happens to me when I'm paddleboarding. I keep a little fanny pack kind of thing around my waist. And every time I want to change the song or anything like that, same thing. I've got to stop. I've got to lay my paddle down on my board, open it up, get it out. And it's such a pain. What these guys have invented is incredible. It is a ring. It is called an Arc X Smart Ring. And at first, when I saw Smart Ring, I thought of Aura, and I thought it was one of those kind of rings, that tells you your heartbeat and all that, your blood pressure and things like that. And when I saw it, it was kind of this big chunky thing. And I thought, who's going to wear that all day, every day? I can't imagine me wearing that. And they do have different colors, and I'm going to show you all that. But that is so not what this is. This is really at its core. Now, I was charging it, and I said, I'm going to keep it in the charger to show you guys how it charges, how it all works. So here it is being charged. And guess what this little guy right here, this little green light that you're seeing, guess what that basically is? Basically, it is a little teeny tiny joystick. When you think back to playing the little arcade games, Pac-Man and things like that, and you had a little joystick. This is basically a mini joystick. And this mini joystick fits inside of this ring. And when you have it inside the ring, it can basically connect with any Bluetooth enabled device. So think, you can have it with your iPhone, but you can have it with anything. It could be a TV, it could be a tablet, it could be anything at all. And you can control whether it's the volume, or maybe it is changing the song, or maybe it is, oh, there they are here. Okay, great. Or maybe it's taking a call. You can do all of that when you're wearing this ring. And all you have to do, so now I've put my little joystick inside the ring, and I put it on like that, and I can control it just like this. Actually, I can do it one-handed. Literally, I don't even need this hand to do it. I can do it just like that. I'm going to show you a video of someone controlling their music so you can get an idea of exactly how this works. If I can find it, there we go. So see how he's just with his thumb right there. He's just turning the volume up and volume down. And then you'll see he's going to switch different songs. And just by moving it left and right, up and down, he's able to completely control his phone and the music that's on it. How cool is that? Tell me in the chat, you guys, if you can relate to this problem when you're at the gym or you're on the bike or whatever it is that you do. You could be, maybe you're someone who rides a motorcycle and you have those gloves on. Here's a couple different examples right here that I love. So there's that ski glove. I mean, that to me right away, I was thought of all the times. And every time I have to take my glove off, I'm a nervous wreck that I'm going to drop it off the chairlift, which I definitely have done. And then there's someone biking with the gloves on outside on a cold day, and then someone in the gym. Because what you're seeing there, I wanted to show you that the gentleman that's on the bike at the gym, or whatever, that elliptical or whatever it is, it can either be worn as a ring, or it also comes with a strap. So you can strap it on to the handlebar like you're seeing there. In my case, when I was thinking back to when I was talking about paddleboarding, I love it. I can actually put the strap on to my paddle. It can just Velcro on there. And then whenever I want to change the song, and let me show you, it does come with this really nice looking sleek travel case, zip case, hard side. When you open it up inside, you'll see all the different things that it comes with. But this is what I was talking about, that is that Velcro strap. So it just very easily can hook to anything from, as I mentioned, a handlebar, a paddle. It could even, well, I was going to say your wrist if it was a small wrist, but never mind. I take that one back. But I also want to show you a little bit more about the actual joystick, as I call it. I don't know if there's a real name for it, but just to show you how it works. So volume up and down, and then track forward, track backward, and then play, pause. So it's really, really simple, very, very intuitive. If you want to add a little personality into the mix, you can go with a color. They have these color packs. Really fun, bright colors. I noticed the hot pink is sold out right now because I have to ask you guys, and I don't know, I know you both, I know that Arc X is in the house, but I don't know if it is Paul or Kumar or somebody else. So let us know who's here with us. And I would love to know what color does the best. I'm always so curious about that. Or maybe people just stick with the black. I don't know. But another feature I wanted to mention that I think is really great is the SOS feature. So this is basically an SOS alarm, if you will, that you can set, and then it can contact your emergency contact. So all you would have to do is press the button, and it would actually, I shouldn't say that because I haven't used it yet. I don't know exactly what you have to click to make that happen. But what I do know is that you can put emergency services in there, 911, but then you can also have a couple other emergency contacts that, God forbid, if something were to happen, you're quickly and easily in touch with them when you're on the go. It is Paul. Paul, yay, thank you for being here. And my gosh, what a brilliant invention. How useful, you guys. I love this comparison chart also, because I was thinking about that. I was thinking, what sets this apart from all the other options that are out there, because you can control a little bit of things from your headphones. You can control a little bit from a smartwatch if you use an Apple Watch or one of those. And so he shows you, obviously, all the blue checks is everything that you can do with the Arx X smart ring. So you can control the music, the camera as a stopwatch. You can control other devices. You can accept an incoming call. You can make an SOS call. Easy to use. In gloves, you don't have to take your gloves off. That is just the best. And the fact that it's hands-free, you can literally do it with your thumb on the same hand. So pretty darn cool how much this does. And what to me makes it even more cool is the price point. I thought it was going to be hundreds of dollars. I was stunned when I saw the price point. So the regular price point for everything that I showed you. So you're getting this. You're getting the ring actually in 5 different sizes, because they want you to have that perfect fit. So mine is definitely one of the smaller ones, but they've got, all the way on up. So all these different sizes. You're getting that strap with it in case you want to put it onto a handlebar or something like that. You're getting the USB charger with it. And am I missing something? I feel like I might be. Anyway, so it's all inclusive. You're not having to add all of these different things on. I love it. And it comes with the app. So really, really smart, clever, easy solution to something that, now that you've seen this, I think you're going to think over and over again about so many different ways, so many different times that you've been frustrated and could have used that. I find that it like distracts my exercise routine, that I have to stop. In fact, I like to use the row machine at the gym a lot. And every time I want to change a song, I've got to stop, and then I get into my little thing and I do my change, and then I get back and start rowing again. But if I could be rowing and then just do it right here, how amazing. Or maybe not. Maybe I like pretending that I need a reason to take a break because I'm tired. And I like to pretend that I want to change my song. Don't tell anybody. Anyway, I love it. I just think this is amazing. I cannot wait to see all of your success. When did you guys launch also? I feel like it's kind of new, but maybe I'm making that up. Maybe it's not new. Maybe I have been living under a rock, which is highly likely. So let me know in the chat about that. Okay, we are going to move on, you guys. But let me say, going back to that price point, because it does come with everything that I mentioned, and that was the regular price point. Jen, can you put that up one more time? So it's $79 for all of that, but with the Grommet discount, it's $63. So again, I always like to talk about the gifting element, because especially, anyone that's an outdoorsman, anyone that works out at all, exercises at all, a skier, a biker, you name it, what a great gift. And so this is one of those where maybe you're not getting it tonight, but put that QR code in your file, because it'll come to your mind and you'll think, shoot, why didn't I do that? And so it'll be in there, and you can go use it whenever you want to use it. But really clever. And again, if you buy more than one, you're getting 20% off of as many as you want to buy. So that's always a good thing. They launched 2 years ago. So really, really great. Very smart. I can't wait to tell so many people about it, because I know that everybody relates to that problem. Or maybe, I think, right? In the chat, right? They launched 2 years ago. The idea started with controlling music as you described. ArcX will also control sports cameras, wireless speakers, etc. There's very little I found that this can't control. It's really anything that's Bluetooth enabled, it can control. That they tested it on everything, on e-readers, on the smart glasses, so many different things. So it's, the possibilities with it are endless. The obvious is your smartphone when you're at the gym. Skiing, I gotta say, to me, that was well, that's where you had me right away, was the skiing. Everyone can relate to this problem, I'm hearing in the chat. Okay, we are going to move on. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to do one more product, and then we're going to do the giveaway. So this product, this is the one that I was going to do at the beginning, and I'm kind of chomping at the bit. That was kind of a pun. You'll see in a minute, kind of. To introduce you guys to this one. This is a brand new one for me. This is another one I don't know when they launched, but I feel like it's new. I would have loved to have this when my little ones were little. And I love the story of why it was invented. The product itself is called Tot Chop. So when I said chomping at the bit, there was kind of a little pun unintended in there. But if you watch Grommet Live, you know I love my puns. So I had to put it in there. So first of all, I want to start by showing you the box, because both Greg and I get so excited when a brand hits a home run with packaging and with the whole customer experience. And I think Tot Chop is one of those brands that really hit it out of the park. Because when it showed up, when I opened the outer box, I just thought, wow, what is this? Because it's so just very, minimalist, simple, but really, really nice. And it's one of those where you have to feel it to understand, but I think just, kind of Apple-esque, I would say. And then when you open it up, how beautifully done it is that on the inside. It comes in two colors. This one is the Seaside Blue, I think it's called, and then there is a Sweet Peach. So as you might imagine, this is a product, basically it's a phenomenal parent hack product is how I think about it. It just makes parents' life so much easier, and we all love that. And that is actually why it was the impetus of the invention. It was invented by, I'm going to turn this down just a touch. Okay. This was invented by a dad, a husband. His name is Matt, and Matt is the father now of 4 kids. Matt is here. I'm so glad. Okay. I was worried that you guys weren't here. And he says, glad you like the packaging. We worked hard on it with the local shop in Indiana. Oh, I love to hear that. Yeah, I think you just hit a home run with the packaging. It's gorgeous. And just the way it looks when you open it up, I have to show you again. It's just so beautifully done. Everything about it, Matt, you are just amazing. So as I said, it is really just a fabulous parent hack, but Matt came up with it. I think it was during COVID, about 2020. And he is, as I said, now the dad of 4. And he was trying to chop up some food for one of his kids, or 2, I don't know how many kids, but trying to chop it really little, and was always paranoid, as I think any parent that's watching right now can relate to, the paranoia of your child choking on something if you didn't chop it right and they choked. And would you know what to do? Even if you do know what to do, could you in that moment of panic save their life if you had to? So he was having one of those moments. And then later, ironically, I believe it was his youngest daughter did end up choking on a bite, where they had to call 911 and do the Heimlich maneuver, and thank goodness everything is okay. But that was definitely the impetus for Tot Chop. And so what Matt has created is basically a bit of a chopping block for parents to chop up their kids' food. You can do it very, very simply and easily, one-handed. This was inspired by the ulu. How many people know what an ulu is, an ulu knife? I wasn't sure. I thought I knew, and when I saw what it looks like, I did know, but I didn't know much about it. And so I loved learning, Matt. That's another thing I love what you did on the website, is that you explain some of that, and love that you respect the heritage behind the ulu. And so he was looking in his cabinet, and I guess the china cabinet had an ulu in it, like a real authentic one. And I'll show you what that is, just so you guys know what I'm talking about. There it is right there. So that's kind of an authentic one. And so he imagined, why can't we take that and create something that could just very easily, one-handed, allow you to chop up your kids' food into bite-sized little pieces, but then take it a step further, where that chopping block would actually help you to make them the right size based on the age of the child. And so that is just such another clever element that I have to show you here. And I'm going to show you a picture in case this is hard to see. But what Matt has done is right here, there's a measuring bar here that this is in inches and half inches. But this is what I love so much is over here, what he's done is there's the size that is considered minced, then there's diced, and then there's chopped. So you can use this as a guide when you're chopping your kids' food in here to make sure based on their age that it's the right size so they don't choke on their food. So I love that. And imagine, I'm going to show you a video, but you can literally have your child on your hip and just be chopping like this in this bowl. So let's look at that video so you know what I mean. So there she is holding the baby, and then see how simple that is just to chop there. And there's that dice, the mince, and the chop. And that blade fits so perfectly into the curvature of the bowl that it just makes chopping so simple and easy. And then that is that poppable design that I thought was so clever also that they created. Let me show you one more time what that looks like. Here's better lighting for you. So you can see those measurements there. You can see that curvature of the bowl, and then you can basically kind of scrape it into that the little dish down below as you're finished. So clever. Here are the two colors. And again, there's the sweet peach on the left, and on the right, we've got the seaside blue. I love both of them. But we got to see Matt and the 4 kiddos. So there he is with his beautiful babies. No, 3 there. So now there's 4. Congratulations. I didn't realize it was that new. Wow. Okay, coming back to me here. So I talked about the poppable design. So this does this so that the reasoning for that is that you can really get this nice and clean. So you're not, it's basically microplastic free when you're chopping your kids' food. This is 100% food grade silicone. So everything that they've done is all very, very safe, as you might imagine. And this is cutlery grade stainless steel, but it's not too sharp. And the ends are, I mean, it's sharp enough to cut fruits and vegetables and meat. It actually is sharper than I thought it was, but the ends are very blunt. So you're not going to, cut yourself or cut anybody else. So that he's, been very, very careful to keep this very safe for parent and for child. But it's so beautiful that I almost don't want to use it because I just love what it looks like. I just want to have it on display. But one thing I love that I learned, we talked about the ulu, and that's what was kind of the inspiration for Matt's design. But I love, because I know that there is a lot of history and heritage to ulu knives, and that you wanted to stay true to that, and that, from what I understand, you don't sell your product in Alaska, in Canada, or in Greenland, if I remember correctly, and because you don't want to hurt the local sales of ulus. And I just think that is so thoughtful. And I love a brand that stays true to, to their mission. And so I think that is really, really cool that you do that. I also love that it's dishwasher safe. That's great. And that it's also microwave safe. So I think any parent, how busy and crazy life gets. So being able to put this in the dishwasher or the microwave definitely adds a lot. And you really have checked every box with this. Done. The execution is gorgeous and amazing. The packaging, the whole customer experience, but the actually using it and, how functional it is just equal with everything else. So phenomenal job. And because it's so beautifully packaged and so beautifully done, anybody that's getting ready to have a baby, and I always want to find clever gifts to give to new parents, but I always seem to get, the onesies and the blankets and all of that. But this is something that they wouldn't probably know about yet. And that would be just such a thoughtful gift that will get used constantly, and they will thank you constantly. And it's so beautifully done. It's always nice to gift something that's beautiful too. So I love it for that. And so typically this is just under $50, and with Grommet discount, you guys are getting it for $40. So really giftable price point too. So amazing. I have a mom, she's a mom, but she's going to be a grandma next door who is her daughter's getting ready to have a baby. So guess what she's going to be getting? I think it's just perfect. It's great. So well done. Okay, guys, we have seen 3 products so far. We have seen the super fun gambling golf with that just kind of adds a little element of gambling to the golf course, which is always a good thing. And we have seen the amazing arc ring, my little joystick in a ring that lets you control basically anything Bluetooth with the thumb on the same hand that you're wearing it on, or you can put it on a handlebar. And then you just saw Tot Chop. I knew I was going to have trouble with that right here, that basically makes it very, very easy to chop your kids' food and know that it is going to be safe when you do it. And we are going to be giving away one of those. Guys, I think I would love to give away Gambling Golf because number one, it's 8 months new, so it's always fun to give away a new item. But I just think it's so much fun, and I just want to spread the word about this because even if you're not a golfer, you know someone who is, you know many people who are, I'm guessing. So everybody needs to know about Gambling Golf. So we are going to do a giveaway of Gambling Golf, and the winner of our first giveaway, I know a lot of people doubled their chances, so let's see who did it. The first winner, the winner of Gambling Golf is Dawn Nickel. Dawn, congratulations. You have one Gambling Golf set coming your way. Stroke till you're broke. I love that tagline. Who came up with the tagline? Lots of clever little branding things that these guys did. So congratulations, Jen, our producer, will reach out to you to get your shipping address, and she will send you a Gambling Golf very, very soon. Okay, oops. If you did not win, don't fret. We've got another one coming at the end of the show. And so if you have not already entered, you can still do that right there. You're just going to take a picture of that QR code, and it's that easy. No strings attached. You don't have to buy anything. We just want to say thank you for being a part of Grommet Live and supporting these makers and having a little fun with us on Thursday nights. So that's it. Really, really simple. And if you want to double your chances to win, Jen is taking note of anybody that puts the word giveaway into the chat, and your chances will be doubled. So not a bad thing. Got to take advantage of that. Okay. This is another one of the innovative ones that I was so excited about. This is so up my alley. You have no idea. I love a good diffuser. I have so many of them. I have travel diffusers. I have one in my home office, one in my office, one in my bedroom, one in my kitchen. I love diffusers. I love the different essential oils that I put in diffusers. So when I saw this product, which by the way, I'm not the only one clearly that loves diffusers, because this product became Product of the Week winner last week. So congratulations to Aromatherapist, which by the way, another fantastic name. I love Aromatherapist. But the maker of Aromatherapist is Gordon Morton. I don't know if Gordon's here or not, but he is a lifelong inventor entrepreneur who has had lots of success with different product lines, different things. And this is his newest brainchild. And I just am, as I said, such a fan. For obvious reasons, because I really do love diffusers. But let me tell you this is actually not a diffuser. And that's one of the things that really caught my eye and got me kind of excited about it, is that they call this basically a aroma amplifier, not a diffuser. And so what's so clever, here it is. First of all, really, really another one so beautifully done. So simple, kind of minimalistic, clean, very modern, but would go with any decor. Comes in 2 colors. This is the beige, and then it also comes in a black. But a couple things I love about this. When I learned about it, I read every line because I thought it was so smart, and it solved all the things that I don't like about my own diffusers. And I even have the wall ones that you plug into and even, kind of the high-end ones, but there's still problems with those also. Let me just go through the list of what I love about this. So first of all, I love that this is chargeable and it charges fast. So you can get a full charge in about 60 minutes. And once it's charged, it is good for one charge. Let me make sure I have this right, because I have 2 different products with chargers and I want to make sure I have it right. 22 hours on one charge. So it's a good long time. So you can theoretically move this around the house with you without having to unplug and plug it in someplace else. So it can just run off the battery for 22 hours on a full charge. The other thing, I probably should have led with this. This does not take any water. It does not take any oil, no heat, no wax, no nothing except for an aroma puck. What is an aroma puck? Let me show you an aroma puck. It's right here. You get 3 of these in this package of the aromatherapist. I'm going to open this one up and show you inside. I might need my scissors. I think I do, just to be on the safe side. But this one is unscented. So when you open it up, it basically looks like a big giant aspirin, as you can see right there. So that's it. And all you do is you place this inside. So I'm going to take the lid off to show you. I've already got one in here. And as you can see, there's a couple little stains on there, and that is because I've already put my essential oil on it. So when you have an unscented one like this, you can use your own oils, anything that you already know and love. You just put a few drops on here. You place it inside of your aromatherapist just like that. Again, there's, as you can see, there's no water. There's no heat. It's running right now. It's running. And you put the top on. You can't even, I'm guessing you can't even hear it. And it does have 3 different fan levels. So depending on how, I'm going to try to get you to hear it. So maybe you're hearing it then, but it's very, very like whisper quiet. You don't even know it's going. And it is really effective. It has 360-degree projection of the scent, but something about it keeps the scent very subtle. It is not overpowering. Like I think some diffusers, you walk in a room and whoa. It's not like that. It's a very subtle scent. So I really appreciate that. The other thing is I appreciate how far, like how big of a space that it can cover. It can cover up to 1,000 square feet with this guy right here. That's a nice big, I would say most of them are more like 200, 250 square feet. This is up to 1,000. So it's really, really strong in terms of how far, and the fact that it is 360 degrees is so nice. Now, I want to show you, because I'm showing you the unscented. It comes, again, amazing packaging. This is the kind of little canister tube that it comes in, and then inside is your aromatherapist or your aroma amplifier. And then you're getting, like I said, 3 of these unscented. But right away, I thought, I wonder why they don't have scents, because I'm sure some people would like scents. But of course, I go to their website and I find that they have all kinds of amazing scents. I'll just show you some of them. So you can choose the unscented, or you can choose any one of these. And there's even more than that. This is just 9. I think they've got a total of 19, but I just wanted to show you some of them. And what I love is not only do they tell you what the ingredients are so that you understand what the scent is going to be, but they also tell you sort of what the feeling that it evokes. And so I'm going to show you, I created my own little bundle. I called it the Marcy McKenna Sensational Bundle, because these are the ones that to me, I would love to try. I'm going to try. So Be the Energy, that one, the scents that you'll get are berry, hibiscus, and citrus. And the feelings that it evokes is energy, positivity, and playfulness. And then the citrusly juiced, I'm a very citrus, I love citrus. That one is orange, citrus blossom, and white musk. And that evokes revitalizing and energizing. That's kind of the feeling that you get with that one. And then I love Clean Shirt. I have actually a fragrance that, like a perfume that's called Clean Cotton, and it's one of my very favorites. So I really jumped out at that one. That is Cotton Blossom, Violet, and Citrus. I cannot wait to smell that. And then how could I leave out Cozy Cashmere? That just sounds amazing. And that's Juniper, Rose, and Cashmere. And that is Love, Happiness, and Comfort. So I love this so much. Now, when you think about, I want to show you the 2 colors I mentioned. I showed you the beige. There's the black. So those are the 2 options there. That's what you're getting with the Grommet kit right there. And the price on that for the whole kit, typically it's almost $90, and you're getting that for $72. So that is a smoking deal, I have to say, because normally the aromatherapy or the aroma amplifier, we'll call it, that's normally $60 by itself. And then each one of the pucks is $15. So that total is $105. you're saving $33 with that Grommet discount because you're getting all of that for $72 instead of $105. So that is phenomenal. And again, oh my gosh, this to me, this is a gift for everybody. Man, woman, young, old, because it is safe for pets, safe for kids. This could go in a nursery. Because there is no heat, there is no hot wax, there's no anything that could be harmful. So it's safe for everybody. And it just, because they have so many different scents to choose from, or you can find your own essential oil scent and gift it along with that if you want. So lots of different options. Of course, they do have a subscription also, which is kind of fun, where you can choose to have new scents sent to you once every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. Lots of options. But I just think it is so clever. Again, hits all the marks in terms of I love a diffuser, but once I saw this, I started to realize how much is wrong with the ones that I use. The ones that I use, most of them, I put the water in and then I put a few drops of my essential oil, but it gets kind of mildewy in there. I have to change the water all the time. I have to plug it in. When I take the top off to change the water, it spills. So it's always kind of a mess. And then the other ones, like the ones I plug into the wall, they have kind of an oily residue to them that I really don't like. So this one is just, it's like it's completely reinvented in such a better way. Just really, really great. And great price point for everything that you get. And I can tell the quality is just top notch. So this is going to last a really, really long time. And I love that you can swap these guys out. So let's say I put like the one that I put on, I put my focus one on when I'm in my office. So that's my essential oil. I put that on, but let's say I want to do the cozy cashmere. I can take this. This is ziplocked, the zipper seal. And so I can put this back in here and preserve it and then take a different one out with a different scent and maybe pop that one in. So whatever mood you're in, you can just change these out. Super cool. And the fact that there's 19 different scents to choose from, and I'm sure there's more and more scents to come, it's just a fun kind of a lifestyle thing. And I thought of travel. I thought of, you could have this in your car for gosh sakes, because it is cordless. You can charge it and it's going to last for 22 hours. Pretty darn cool. So another one, grab the QR code, or even if you're not intending to buy it all, but you just think it's cool and you want to let the maker know, they love that upvote. And Grommet loves it too. So don't be shy with those QR codes. But I mean, this is one where you're saving $33 with that QR code. So really, really great. And I'm so excited that Grommet had it on. I'm so happy for you guys that you won Product of the Week. And that means that I get to have the Product of the Week winner on with me. I think we're going to do that next month. I think I'm having them on in April. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a ton of fun. Okay, we are going to move on to yet another innovative product. This one kind of cracks me up, but at the same time, it's very, very useful. I definitely have experienced this, less for myself than the people that I know and love. And that is, how many of you guys, either yourself or someone you know, when you travel, whether you're on an airplane or you're on a bus or you're on a train or in the car, and you want to take a nap, your little travel nap, and your head is bobbing to the side, or you're drooling, or you're slouched over completely. My kids in the back seat, I mean, it's just a favorite pastime of mine is looking in that rearview mirror and seeing all of them with doing their own different version of the bob. So the maker of this, Andrew, I know he's in here. I saw him somewhere. I've got to show you his picture. Andrew, I was going to read it to you guys, but I'm just going to encourage you guys instead to read his maker story on Grommet, because it's so hysterically funny. And it just gave me such a flavor of, and then I'm looking here at this picture of him in his office. I believe that's his office. And there's Rodney Dangerfield in the background. I think that's Rodney Dangerfield. That makes so much sense. As you can see, also, he's sitting in what is actually an airline. It's a 747 airline chair. And that is his office chair. And there's a very good reason for him sitting in that chair. And that is because the Not a Bob, which again, we have so many clever names on tonight, but this one could take the cake. Where's my hat? So here's my Not a Bob hat. So what Andrew has created is he has created a foolproof solution to the travel, nap, head bob, drool, all of that we all I know can relate to. If it's not you, you've seen someone do it, or you're embarrassed because your dad's doing it, or your son, or whatever. So what he's done it so simply, which is, I love a simple invention that but really does address a problem that so many can relate to. So it's basically a two-part invention. So I'm going to show you the two parts, and then I'm going to show you some examples. So it has this little guy right here. You're probably wondering what that is. And then it's got this little guy right here. So simple. But basically, this has a really nice curve and cushion to it. As you can see there, sort of a memory foam. So when it is on the back of your head, it feels really comfortable and nice. And there's two ways that this could be on the back of your head. Either because you're wearing a hat like this. I love that he sent me this cap. And so if it was on the back of a hat, this little guy right here just slides on to the strap back here, and then into these slots right here goes this. And so once that's in there, this has a nice sort of sticky adhesive to it, but it's not actually adhesive. It's the kind that kind of regenerates. You can use it again and again and again. So there it is, just like that. But so imagine that, which it is on the back there. And so when you wear it, you put the hat on. I've got to take the little plastic cover off that protects it. So when I'm wearing it, if I'm going to take a nap, I lean back against my airline chair or my car chair or the bus or whatever. And when I lean back, that suction cup right there sticks to the chair and my head stays perfectly upright. There's no chance that I can do the bob. So nada bob, because this keeps me completely secure, but nobody would know. That's what I love too. It's not obvious at all. It just looks like you're wearing a hat, and it could be any hat. This is just the nada bob one, which by the way, I love. So you can do it that way, but then they also are so clever that it can also be with a sleep mask. So here is the nada bob sleep mask, super comfortable. I always love when they do the indentation right there. Excuse my hairdo. So really comfortable, just like that. And then the strap that goes around your head, same thing. It just slides on the back of the strap, and then you put the suction right there. And when you're wearing your sleep mask, same thing. I can just lean up against the chair and my head is just going to stay upright. So not only does it save the embarrassment of doing the bob, but it also keeps you aligned. So when you wake up, your neck isn't sore. You don't have a crick. Your back isn't sore. Your shoulders aren't sore because the nada bob keeps you completely upright and posture perfect. So he has really invented something that solves a few different problems at once. And he's done it with such a simple solution that really works. So to me, I think we have quite a few home runs here tonight on Grommet Live. I absolutely love it. And there's something that's cheeky about it that's almost funny. Like I could see gifting this to somebody in a funny way, like kind of almost making fun of them for doing the bob all the time. But at the same time, I guarantee you that person that you gift it to is actually going to use it and they're going to love it because it works. I tested it in my car on the way here because I was curious, is it really going to stick? And it works. So it's so cool, so clever. I'm going to show you a couple different pictures of it in action. Now, I don't know if Andrew, is this you? I'm not sure if it's hard to tell with the glasses on, whether that's you or not, but you can see right there how it's stuck to the headrest and it sticks there and it does the job. Kind of like the idea. I am known, I'm not known by me. Nobody else knows until right now. I'm admitting it, but I do take naps in the car. Like sometimes I just need my 20-minute power nap. And so I will pull off the road and I put my little meditation app on and I'll just take a quick nap. And I could see me having that sleep mask on when I take those naps. Love it. That is him live in the flesh, he says. And then this may be, is that you too, Andrew? So that looks like he's on a train. And again, see how you cannot even tell that he's using a nada bob, but yet he's taking a nap in a very poised way. looking, very put together, I have to say. And then here is a woman using it. Again, it looks like maybe a train or a bus, but same thing. You would never know that she's using the Not a Bob. I mean, just one more element is I do kind of sometimes get concerned about who's been sitting in the chair before I got there and just, whether it's lice or who knows what. But this keeps your head off of that chair because of that little cushion there. So just from a sanitary perspective. Oh, that was in Italy. He says he takes naps in car rider line when I pick up my kids at school. Well, I don't anymore, but I did too. I would get there early, so I'd kind of be at the front because my kids would get mad when I was at the back. And I just take a little nap. And it's just kind of a nice, peaceful time that I look forward to. And there was one of those pictures was a ferry in Italy. What part of Italy were you in? I miss Italy. I love it so much. Amazing. Let's see. Did I miss any other pictures that I wanted to show you? No. Okay, Andrew, I do want to ask you, and this is my fault. I should have looked it up. You sent me so many fun things in my package. I just want to make sure of what's included. I'm seeing the price point is typically almost $50, and it is just under $40 with the Grommet discount. But I know that we get these two guys. So you get the suction and you get the hat clip. And I'm guessing that we get the mask with it as well. But either Andrew or Jen, can you guys tell me? I cannot believe I didn't look that up. And because I also have this fun little bag where you can keep the sleep mask in it, and it's actually really nicely done. And it's got the carabiner, so you can kind of hook it onto your luggage or your backpack or your tote or anything like that. And then he also sent me these quick cleaning on the go Not a Bob cleaning wipes. So I have so many goodies that I didn't realize I was getting. And I'm wondering, the price includes the core Not a Bob device only. Okay, the price includes this. And then this is kind of merch, which I got to say, do you sell this on your site? Because this is a great hat. I love it. It says travel fool, travel cool, travel fool, travel cool. Sent along the accessories for demonstration purposes. Okay, got it. So, and the truth is you don't, again, it's any hat you want. This works on any sleep mask you want. It works on. So this was just him making it easy for me to demo. So you do get this guy right here. You get the two pieces, and then you choose however you want to use them, which is another great point that I love about this invention is you just made it so easy that anyone can use their own things and get the same effect. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to buy all these other things. You just need that core piece, and you can have a peaceful nap without anyone making fun of you. How about that? I love it. They do sell the hat and the sleep masks on their site, but that's a separate deal. I got a little spoiled, so thank you, Andrew, for spoiling me. Great item. Love it. We are doing, I have to tell you, I'm doing a travel Grommet live show. Might have to feature it again on that. That's coming up on, is it the 19th, Jen, or the 14th? 13th. I think it's on the 13th. The 13th. Okay. So if you have any travels coming up, you got to tune in for that one. We've got some amazing travel items. I'm super, super excited about that. Okay, we have one more product, and then we are bringing in our special guest. It is a product of the week winner, and an amazing product it is. It is a lifesaver, I've got to tell you. You'll know what I mean in just a second. But before we do that, I love this one too. This one is another simple one, and I thought I've gotten a lot of bags lately sent. Lots of them have been dog doo-doo bags, which this brand does have dog doo-doo bags, but that is not the product that I'm showing you per se. The product that I want to show you now is by a company called Bag Ups, which is a very clever name when you see what the product is. And here is the founder. I know I saw him in the chat also. And he is there. Who knows who he's there with? That is the one and only Gary Vee. I actually know Gary Vee because Gary Vee did a deal with my son when my son was about 14 years old, and he was on one of those, it was called Small Business Champions. It was kind of like a Shark Tank show, and Gary did a deal with my boy. So I did get to know him a little bit. And so I'm a fan of Gary's. Sometimes I get mad at him, but for the most part, I'm a fan. And who he's with is the maker, and that is Jack Licata. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yes, I did save the best for last, Jack. And it really is so clever. So what he has created are basically trash bags. We'll just call it what it is. And so you're thinking, what could be so inventive about a trash bag? But basically, what's so inventive about it, a few different things that I love, but just at its core, what makes it so clever and unique is that he's taken something that works so well for tissues and Kleenexes, and he has used that same thing that works so well there for trash bags. So basically, he's created, which I know he has a patent pending. I don't know if he had the patent awarded quite yet, but he basically has turned a trash bag box into a Kleenex box or a tissue box where you pull it up, it's always ready to go. But what's so clever about it is that this lives in the bottom of your trash can. And so when you want to use it, you're pulling it up and putting it around the trash can and then filling it up. Now, when you are ready to go take the trash out, you pull it you're pulling it out, right, to the next one, which is right here. And when you rip it off like that, you're going to tie a knot and put that in the trash bin or the trash dumpster, whatever that is. And this one automatically comes up to fill your trash again. So you don't have to go searching at the bottom to find your a trash bag, or you don't have to go into the pantry or under the sink to find a trash bag and then figure out how to put it in there and get it on. It's already done for you, because by pulling up the old one, it automatically pulls up the new one. And then you're just securing it around and using it. So it just makes the entire process of kitchen trash bags so much easier. And it doesn't have to be just kitchen trash bags, but it's, to me, so clever. He's also, in this whole process, made sure that these are really, really durable, but that they're also biodegradable. And so that means the typical trash bag, this blew me away, but the typical trash bag, it takes 500 to 1,000 years for that to degrade on our planet. 500 to 1,000 years. Jack's bags take 12 to 36 months. So imagine what that can do for our environment. 12 to 36 months versus 500 to 1,000 years. And I don't know about you, but in our household, we use a lot of trash bags. And I think about it every time I use a trash bag. I love that. He's actually got 5 patents in the US and Canada. Wow, congratulations. That is amazing. And yeah, he's saying never look for a trash bag again. I love it. I'm going to show you a cute little video that he did that shows it perfectly, shows it much better than I just did, I'm sure. But it's very clever. So I'm going to show you that. So there he is, putting it in, and see how when he pulls it out, just like that, ready to go. And look how happy he is. So great. And then here it is in real life, not a cartoon character, not a stick figure, but see how that you just, as soon as you tear it off, the bag is already in place and ready to roll. Really, really clever. And I could go on and on. Who thought I could go on and on about trash bags? But I certainly can, because I also love about this that in the making of this, first of all, it is USA made. I always love that. But he employs veterans and people with disabilities. So that to me is amazing. I have a son who is special needs. And so I have a particular place in my heart for companies that do that. That means a lot. So I love that you're doing so many good things with this one product, that you're doing good for the environment, you're doing good for yourself and your sanity, that it just makes it all so much easier, but you're also helping to employ veterans and people with disabilities, which is a wonderful thing, and it's made in America. So hits all the marks. So what do you get? You're seeing the price point there. You are getting it for $19.36 with that Grommet discount. This is one that I would buy multiples at a time, because first of all, it is probably the most durable, really great quality trash. I mean, heads and shoulders above the ones that I get at the grocery store as far as the durability of it. Really, really. But you're getting the dispenser that he has patented, which is good for you, because this is one that I could see people trying to knock off, because it's very, very clever and works so well. And you're getting the roll that's inside, and each roll has 15 bags on it. And then you're getting a refill roll. So you're actually getting 30 bags and the dispenser. And so the bags do come, the ones that I was just showing you there is the kitchen trash bag. And then it also comes with the garden size. And so I know that the kitchen trash bags are the 24 by 32. What size are these guys? I don't think I saw that. Jack, can you let us know what size these are? But I think they're just kind of the traditional garden size bags. And so obviously the green, you can tell, and again, super durable. So I love that. And I just love how easy it makes everything. When you get to the last bag, the box pops out and then you refill it and start again. So easy. And so every time you reorder these, you are doing good for the planet, for America. You're doing good for people with disabilities and veterans. It's just a win across the board. Really, really great, Jack. And I'm just wishing you all the success. I am a convert. I will say goodbye, Glad trash bags. You are my new trash bag for life. They work so well. The system works so well, and it's doing good. I really love it. The white are 30 gallon. The green are 30. Oh, I got that wrong. Okay, so these are the garden. These are it says it right there. I'm sorry. Lawn and leaf. Okay, I think you're playing a trick on me. I feel that green should be, who agrees with me? Am I crazy? I'm thinking green is lawn and leaf and white is kitchen. Am I crazy? Somebody help me out here. I don't know why. Well, I do know why I thought that, but I'm sorry that I made that mistake. Sorry, Jack. Now I know. Okay, let's see. The other thing is I did want to point out, because I think people might ask, is are they scented? They're not scented. And he does that very deliberately, because there are so many people that can't do the scented thing. So he just took that off the table, which I think is actually really smart. How well do those really work anyway? And then the other thing is they do not have the ties, the drawstrings or the ties, because he couldn't find drawstrings and ties that are biodegradable that he felt good about having as a part of them. So he's doing the good old fashioned, you tie it in a knot, which I think we can all handle, and good to go. So I actually like that better. I think those, they never work right. They always break and all of that. So I love it. And Bryce is saying, love the product. Thank you, Bryce, for chiming in on that. You guys, I've got to say, if you didn't give an upvote yet on that one, please give Jack an upvote. I think it's a phenomenal item. And I do think that more and more people need to know about it. And I know that if you guys are giving it upvotes, Grommet's going to get it out there in front of more people. So that would be amazing. And he's saying it's not scented because some people are allergic. That's true. Okay, and lots of 5-star reviews. I loved reading all the reviews too. People love them. That's why when I said it's so durable, and yeah, the bags are extra long to tie off. Oh, that's great. So yeah, because sometimes that helps. So I'm glad you kept that in mind when you were designing the bags. Awesome. Okay, we are going to move on to our product of the week winner, my live guest. And then after my live guest, we are going to do the final giveaway of the night. So if you have not already entered the giveaway, you are not too late. Jen, if you could put up that QR code one more time. There it is right there. Just get your phone out, take a quick pic, and enter quickly there. And if you haven't doubled your chances to win, you can still do that too. We have not picked the winner yet. So get in on the giveaway. And I am not telling you, actually, you can tell me in the chat what you would want to win in the giveaway, because sometimes I pay attention to that. So you might sway me, just saying. Sherry's chiming in saying, I am one of those who is allergic to some scents. I know so many people that are. So I think that was a smart move. And I know he does do dog bags as well. But that just, it's on his site in case you're wanting to do those also. Okay, guys, we are going to bring in our guest. I think he has been very, very patient in our very fancy green room that we have. Hello, Eric. How are you?
I'm good. How about
well,
you?
Thank you. And guys, I want to introduce you to Eric Tice. And Eric is actually not the inventor of this product, but he is the Chief Operation Officer of the company. So it's a very fancy title he's holding. And the product and the company is called Wagtopia. Some of you guys might remember Wagtopia because we did feature it on Grommet. Wagtopia is being worn as I speak around my dog Coco's neck, or not around her neck, it's on her collar that's around her neck. But rather than me talking about it, because everyone's sick of me talking. I'm certain of that. I would love, Eric, for you to describe to everybody what it is, how it works, and why you guys were Product of the Week winner. I think that was kind of a no-brainer.
Okay, well, yeah. So thank you for having us first, and thank everyone for voting for us. I mean, it made a huge difference. So, I'll start by telling you guys we are an animal welfare company. That's the heart and soul of what we do. We're small and mighty, and everybody that works with us, our team. I mean, we're all COS. We all do everything for each other, and basically, we just get out there and do whatever we can to help shelters. So, I'm going to kind of tell you the basic story here of what happened. So, Mark, who is our founder, 10 years ago. He's on the board of a pretty big shelter in Georgia, and he sees there that they need help. And what was happening was all these shelters around the country, they just didn't have any good software that they could use that didn't cost them anything. And we all know that the shelters, they don't have enough money, they're understaffed, they don't have enough volunteers. So, Mark's an innovator. He was just like, look, let's fix that. So he went out then, he created a software that now over 1,000 shelters around the country use, and it's done fantastic. And there's no cost to these shelters to do it. So what we saw through all that was that, regrettably, right now, shelters are really needing our help. I mean, they're at the point where there are so many animals up for adoption again that are staying in the shelters. And it's just because when COVID was here, everybody adopted because they were at home. They're all now going back. And regrettably, a lot of people can't keep their animals. So they've either been turned in or they're not being adopted back out. So the reason that's important is this. What we saw is, okay, so you got all these animals in the shelters now, they're not getting out, but where are they all coming from? And we found that 1 in every 3 animals that's being turned into a shelter right now is either a lost or a stray. And that's huge because the idea was, if let's say you and I are talking right now and having this conversation and Coco gets out and you have no idea, someone in your neighborhood, and by the way, 9 out of every 10 animals that gets out, they hang out in the neighborhood. They don't even go more than a mile away from their home. But if your neighbors don't know it's your dog, they may either go to a vet or more than likely they're going to take the dog to the shelter the next day. Shelter's going to try and look it up by the tags, and tags are great. They're the first form that you can go by, but so many of the tags haven't been updated or they're hard to find or hard to scan. So then that dog takes up space while the person that has lost their dog has to go call the shelters and try and find them, that the animals that are at the shelters then don't have the space they need. So, we basically looked at this and Mark, a couple of years ago said, okay, time to fix this problem. So, the whole idea was reunification. And the thought process was, let's get out there and let's create a tag. It's got a QR code on it. That's what these little guys look like. Yeah. And the simple thought is, now, let's say we're having this conversation. Coco gets out. Your neighbor finds Coco and says, I'm going to just go ahead and scan this tag because that's the ticket home. And when they do on their phone, it's going to give them all of Coco's information. It's going to tell them if she's good with other dogs, if she's good with kids. It's going to tell her everything about the pet parent as well. Anything that you've put in when you first scan the tag to load everything into the system, into our active registry. So now that pet finder just said to themselves, great, I've got all of Marcy's information, and they can actually just click on their phone and get in touch with you directly, right? So that's awesome. I mean, that's a game changer, and that's helping all of these shelters. Now, the next step, which is so cool, is this. We're having the conversation, and all of a sudden you get a ping on your phone. And on your phone, you get this ping that says, Coco's tag has just been located. And as long as the finder is okay with it, it'll actually show you that location on your map. So right now, my dog's out. I had no idea. And you can immediately take action on it. So that's the whole premise. I mean, it's as simple as it can be. And I can tell you, we're really proud of it. We're proud of what we're doing. We're working with, like I say, over 1,000 shelters. And if we can do anything that's going to help these shelters be able to help the animals that are there and keep more animals from coming in, that's it for us. So that's
very good at telling the story. That you just described it so perfectly. I mean, I can visualize it, but I have to say you're telling the story from the shelter standpoint a lot. And as I'm listening, I'm thinking of just if Coco's gone, like how mortified I would be if I couldn't find her. And so to me, when I learned about this through Grommet, it's just this peace of mind that it gave me of if this ever happened. And you brought up a good point about so many of the tags you can't even read. Once the dog's worn it for any period of time, it's rubbed off and it's scratched and you can't even barely read them, where this is just a really nice quality covered with the enamel. It's going to be there. And because of that QR code, and because I did enter Coco's information on my app on my phone, I know all the questions that they ask, and I loved that I got to put in so much detail because she's almost 15 now, so she's got issues in medication, and so I'm that kind of a mom where I do want to put that in just in case. So I just think this is another one of those products. It's really quite simple at its core. I mean, the QR codes, the invention of the QR code was just so huge on so many levels. But I do think anybody, whether you're techie or not techie, when you see a QR code, now people know, oh, there's something I can do with that with my phone. I'm not sure what this is going to take me to, but I'm going to try. And so you would take your phone out and you would do it. And this wealth of information would come up. And then at the same time, the fact that I get alerted is, oh my gosh, it's really, really smart.
Yeah. That's what you're so good at what you do. I mean, just bottom line is, I mean, pets are our family, right? So, I mean, I had one of my dogs got out a couple of weeks ago. My wife and I mean, we're immediately everywhere in the neighborhood trying to find our dog as quick as we can, trying to figure out what we can do. Fortunately, we found her right away. But I mean, it's immediate panic, right? So you're like, what can we do to keep that from happening? We tested these things for about a year internally, like with pilot programs, and we came out with a number of different, products in the beginning just to see what would work and what wouldn't. And, the embossing piece on there, and then making sure that we have the stainless steel ring around it. Yeah, that's what makes it last forever now. So we don't have any issues. The other thing I would tell you is this: one of the big benefits that we have is that because we have such a large microchip registry as well, hundreds of thousands of people that are registered, these all go in that registry. So if for any reason you're having any type of an issue, you can call and you get someone. I mean, we have a live support staff all the time. So there's never a time we're not with you every step of the way.
And then yet, I know that you don't even have, I think probably in a lot of people's minds, they're going, well, how much does it cost? What's my monthly fee that I have to pay to have this on my dog?
Yeah.
And there is no month. Am I right that there's no monthly fee? There's no subscription fee.
Yeah, you're spot on. I mean, it's so look, again, we're an animal welfare. That's true to our heart. I mean, we want to do whatever we can for all of these animals out there and all the rescues and all the people that have pets. So for us, the thought was, okay, well, we need to pay our people and make sure that we can pay our bills and keep our lights on. But let's get this out there, make a couple bucks on it if we can. But we don't need to charge that subscription fee, that $15.99 a month or anything else, and make all that additional profit. Our goal is to get these in the hands of every pet parent so that every single pet out there can have
that
one.
Is amazing.
So yeah.
So that's it. I mean, if you decide to get this for your pet, for your dog, for your cat, for your chinchilla, for whatever you want to get it for. And they do come in 2 different sizes, right?
They do. Yeah. So that was another great piece of this was the testing. At first we had different types of shapes. And then what we came back with was the smartest thing where we know that these are the most secure is to keep them round right now and to make sure that we've got a small one that you can use on cats or on small dogs, and then a little bit larger one for larger dogs.
And so you're paying the flat fee, which with the Grommet, is it, Jen, what is it with the Grommet discount? Yeah. So it's normally $15 for $12. I mean, you're going to buy a tag for your pet no matter what. Why not buy one flat fee? You're not paying anything extra, but the peace of mind that you get knowing that, God forbid, if your pet is 1 in 3 that does get lost, that right away somebody has a QR code that's just going to open up a wealth of information and contact you immediately. It's just such a win for the pet owner, but such a win for the shelters at the same time. I love it so much. And I'm grateful because anybody could have come up with this idea. I think you guys are probably the only ones that would be good enough and good-hearted enough and doing it for the right reasons to not, from a business perspective, it's probably not smart for you guys to not charge a subscription from a money perspective, but for doing the right thing and having your heart in the right place, it's amazing that you've done that with just the flat.
That's Mark's style. That's what we do. And that's why we all work there and we're as happy as we are.
Fantastic.
It's awesome. And being able to do it every day, it's just the best thing in the world.
Really great. So I have to ask you, because we are going to do another giveaway. And I'm hearing that it's also free shipping on top of getting this for $12. You're also getting free shipping. So you guys, if you have an animal, which probably all of you do, or your best friend has one or something, you probably need a new tag at some point. Get it here from Grommet, 20% discount plus free shipping, and give yourself or your loved one or whoever has that pet peace of mind,
Yeah, and I mean, keep in mind, anytime you scan that QR code the first time you set it up, you're going to have your own account that you can access all the time. So anytime you need to update it, change your address, change the contact information on there, you can add things like your rabies tag number. I mean, all of that stuff. So when you travel, it's in there. It's all
And you
readily
can just
available.
change it and change as much as you want, right? It's
Much as you need.
That's
Yeah,
great.
absolutely.
So I have to ask you, Eric, I would love to make this our giveaway because I feel like this is so
Let's do it.
important for people. I want every pet to have Wagtopia. I really do. So
Cool.
we are going to give this away,
Okay.
you guys, as our second giveaway. So I think we already have. I think this person. I'm pretty sure I saw this person in the chat. I'm hoping so. She was there earlier. The winner of Wagtopia, and I'll be curious whether you have a pet or not. Although I think I know this is one of our makers' wives. I'm guessing. So you already have 4 children. I don't know if you have pets on top of those 4 children, but if it's who I think it is Rachel. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Kauyeki. That is, I believe it's Matt's wife, is what I'm guessing, and Matt is the creator of Tot Chop. So,
Which that's such a
Isn't it
cool thing.
cool?
That's such
I
a
know,
cool
I
product.
love it.
Yes, I love all the products. So let me ask you. I mean, can we do more than one?
Yes.
Let's do it. Can we get out 10? Maybe the first 10 people that you figure out how to
I
do it. Let's
love
give out 10
it.
of these things.
Jen, can we do that? Can
Let's
you
do
just
it.
pull 10 people out of the giveaway and we can get their addresses? She's saying yes. Okay.
Or hey, how about if the first 10 that answer this question, what do you call a dog magician? If they know the answer to that,
First 10 people that answer this question, what do you call a dog magician? Okay, let me think.
Yeah, I mean, I would call it a labracadabra doodle, but
That's terrible.
I like to tell corny jokes, by the way. I have a 13-year-old, so it's, I'm in the same style.
Labracadabra doodle.
Doodle.
I'm thinking 10 people aren't getting that. So we will just give it to the 10. Jen will pull 10 of the people that entered tonight, and she will contact you guys, and we will get Wagtopia, one of these guys. She'll find out whether you want the small or the large and get this sent out to you and give you just that little peace of mind. They're saying bad dad joke, Eric's specialty.
Yes.
Are you a bad joke guy?
Seriously, guys, thank you for doing what you do and getting that platform out there. I mean, it's awesome. Yeah, it's really cool.
So much fun.
And
I feel so blessed to be able to do what I do and to learn about all these cool products and just share them with the world. It's awesome.
Well, and we love the fact that we had such a good response. I mean, thank you to everybody out there that upvoted us.
Yeah, congratulations on your win. Tell Mark congratulations as well.
I will.
And we'll keep the word going because every pet needs a Wagtopia. That's for sure. Yes. Cool. Okay, everybody. I want to thank all of you guys. There's so many people still on. I'm so happy. Thank you guys for hanging in there with us because that was a wonderful guest. Eric, thank you so much for being here. And it was a wonderful show with so much innovation and cool products. I hope you guys were as enlightened as I was. I don't think I knew about any of these before tonight, and I'm in love with all of them. So well done, makers. I cannot wait to see who wins product of the week this week. I think there's going to be some very stiff competition. I love that we're doing Grommet Live the night of launch. So hopefully it helps kick a few of them kind of into first place or into the top ranks of product of the week competition. So I will be watching and we will announce next week who the winner of product of the week was or is. And then I also want to remind everybody, Jen just beat me to it. She put it on the screen. Join us next Thursday on Grommet Live. We are doing a special spring travel essentials. As many of you guys know, I have my own travel line. So I love travel innovation. So I'm always looking for clever new travel items. Nana Bob is definitely a clever new travel item. So I love that. And I've got some really great ones for you guys. So I hope you join me next Thursday night, same time, same place, right here at Grommet Live on any one of the different social platforms. And that is at 4 o'clock on the West Coast and 7 o'clock on the East Coast. So I will see you then. Everybody have a wonderful Friday tomorrow and a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.